Already the ancient philosophers wondered how the small can be great, and how the great can be small. Electrons orbit atoms like planets, and planets orbit their stars like particles around a nucleus. Throughout history, countless scientists, philosophers, and theorists have contemplated the fractal nature of reality, a universe where structures repeat across different scales, with entire worlds nested within one another, like Russian matryoshka dolls. In this documentary, we reveal a truth that has been kept secret for decades. Universes are, in fact, nested within each other. Each atom may contain an entire solar system, and each molecule an entire universe, in a world where time flows differently. When top scientists first discovered the hidden presence of the Mandelbrot set within our mathematical coordinate system, they knew they had found something far greater than a fractal. It was not a shape, it was a map to the nested worlds of existence, the very architecture of the universe itself. Many have wondered, what if our universe is just a speck inside something much larger, and that in turn inside something even greater? The perception of time in these other universes is, of course, entirely different from ours. After all, we ourselves view the lifespan of a butterfly as incomprehensibly short. On the other hand, the Greenland shark, which can live for over 500 years, would probably find the lives of mammals surprisingly brief. And then there are certain plants in our biosphere that experience our entire lifetime as just a passing moment. Some of them can live for thousands of years. In the universes below us, a normal 80-year life ends, from our perspective, in just a millionth of a nanosecond. But in the same way, we ourselves are nothing more than fleeting creatures from the perspective of a higher universe. In this program, we will walk you through the steps of a shocking discovery, piece by piece. We are not speculating. We know, because now at last, the pieces have finally fallen into place. And we are no longer assembling a theory. We are reading an instruction manual. NASA scientists uncovered the truth as early as the 1950s. They were forbidden to reveal it, even to their own wives, under penalty of death. Several scientists had reported the phenomenon earlier, but it wasn't until detailed studies of nuclear explosions and their effects on the cosmic environment that part of the scientific community finally realized the damage we are causing to the entire order of universes. All the speculations, and perhaps jokes, about nested universes became a terrifying reality when it was discovered that particle accelerator had annihilated billions of universes as the result of a single experiment. Humanity was no longer destroying just its own planet, solar system, or universe. It had begun to destroy other universes as well, and higher powers had started to take notice. The matter was quietly addressed in secret courts across the globe, but in every country, it was buried under endless committee reviews, making no progress whatsoever, until Arizona Senator Leo Santori was foolish enough to begin demanding that even the inhabitants of lower universes be taxed in the United States. This was when the real debate began. Do other universes truly exist, or is this just a story made up by career astronomers to secure their funding? Finnish physicist Petri Grönholm discovered that every proton contains its own expanding universe.
En voi kommentoida. Minua on pyydetty olemaan hiljaa.
Professor Jeroen van der Meer, from Leiden University, the Netherlands, gave us this comment on physicist Grönholm's research.
It is, of course, ongetwijfeld that Mr. Grönholm's observations concerning proton structuur open intriguing possibilities. Begrijpelijkerwijs, we must remain cautious. But these findings challenge the fundamental distinction between microcosmos and macrocosmos. At Leiden, we call this phenomenon cosmologische embedding, or cosmological embedding, if you prefer.
In mathematics, the Mandelbrot set appears to us as a natural phenomenon, like a cosmic work of art. But what if it's not a coincidence? What if the Mandelbrot set is a clue, an exclamation mark in our coordinate system, left there by someone from above? Mathematicians have long wondered why such a simple formula yields infinite, intricate beauty. But what if that complexity isn't from the formula? What if it's a signal? Because as we now know, universes are nested. And perhaps, just perhaps, someone above wanted us down here to realize it eventually.
When you observe the Mandelbrot set, it is not merely mathematics, it is a map, a structural blueprint of nested realities. The infinite complexity we see is not theoretical, it is literal. Each recursive fold represents a distinct universe, layered within another. The pattern did not appear in our coordinates by chance. Someone left it for us to find.
The Mandelbrot set can be found with the correct calculation formula right near the origin of our coordinate system. It can be found even with this simple Visual Basic code. If you start exploring it, focus on the peripheral areas. The map can be found there. There is hardly anything to be found in the black area. There are arguments that all routes would eventually end up in the same pattern. However, this is as implausible as the claim that someone has finally determined the value of pi. The so-called black holes, which have sparked endless debates within the scientific community for decades, are in reality nothing more than moments when a representative of a higher universe simply dips in a pipette and takes a sample of wherever we happen to exist. For them, this moment lasts only a few seconds, but for us, it feels like an eternity. Scientists have also wondered for decades why the universe is expanding at an accelerating rate when that shouldn't be possible. The official explanation? Dark energy, a term as enlightening as the so-called Dark Ages. Most scientists are still unable to look beyond the confines of their own box. The box is not a boundary, it's a comfort zone. Most likely, it's just a housewife from a higher universe, vacuuming her living room floor, and our entire universe happens to be near the nozzle of her vacuum cleaner. For her, it's merely a few seconds of cleaning, but for us, it is the entire history of our existence. Upon hearing, in a highly classified briefing, that there are higher universes interacting with ours, Senator Leo Centauri took swift action.
If entities from higher universes are accessing our cosmic resources, we have every right to impose fair and proper tariffs. It's time we balance the interdimensional trade deficit.
Centauri's proposal suggested a universal tollgate system at every known black hole, ensuring that no higher dimensional entity could siphon our universe's energy for free. As the debate escalated, international councils proposed the formation of a Cosmic Oversight Committee, a coalition of physicists, economists, and philosophers tasked with regulating inter-universal interactions. But as expected, the first 15 meetings were spent arguing whether to call it the COC or the Multiverse Governance Body. However, once our attempts to impose regulations became noticeable, disturbances began appearing in our coordinate space, strange anomalies, as if someone above was gently tapping the surface of our reality, reminding us who's in control.
I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business.
Regrettably, the world's most influential leader had a favorite word, tariff. So the matter had to be looked into, at least for appearances.
We all want to help one another.
Even his own press secretary ended up in the uncomfortable position of having to justify a plan he knew made no sense whatsoever.
Regarding the President's recent directive to investigate tariff structures between upper and lower universes. I would like to clarify the administration's position. As you know, the global economic landscape is rapidly evolving. Not just globally, but, as it turns out, multiversally. The President has expressed concerns that our domestic manufacturing base could be undercut by hypothetical, as yet undiscovered entities operating in what he refers to as adjacent cosmic layers. Now, while interdimensional commerce is not formally recognized under existing trade agreements, the administration believes that being proactive is the best form of preparedness. As such, the President has directed the formation of a special exploratory subcommittee to assess potential import flows from parallel realities and to propose tariff frameworks that would ensure fair competition, should such realities ever make contact. Thank you. I'll now take questions, preferably from this dimension.
No questions were asked. Everyone was just struggling to keep a straight face. The higher universes have known the truth of reality, for what we might call eternity, to the power of 10. And yet they have spent all that time trying to find a way to communicate with the lower universes. The problem? By the time a message leaves one edge of a lower universe, the entire thing has usually ceased to exist before it reaches the other side. Due to our different perceptions of time, communication is almost impossible. The higher universes have long attempted to standardize the units of measurement, concepts of time, and bureaucratic forms of the lower universes. The problem is that when time passes at different speeds and the laws of physics differ, no standard can be established. An attempt was also made to explain the matter to Senator Leo Centauri.
Are you really claiming that the whole day of tomorrow will be spent in the lower universes for a millionth of a nanosecond, and in the higher universes it will only last the same little for them?
Yes, Mr. Senator. That's what all the researchers have been saying, and they've been studying things for decades.
You are all incompetent, crazy communists. I will see to it that you are all fired.
Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help.
The inhabitants of the upper universe had decided to send us messages. Cigar-shaped transmitters have been sent to trillions of lower universes, hoping that someone would react to them and tell them what elements should be sent to this universe more and where. Even on our own planet, the message was understood, but when the leaders of the great powers failed to agree, they chose the safest course, to let the messenger pass through our solar system unanswered.